Hi, this is Douglas Skipworth with CrestCore Realty and Property Management. Today I'd like to tell you about Jay Papasan's book, The One Thing. Jay is a friend of CrestCore, and he was in Memphis the other day and shared his book in a presentation with us. And I'd like to summarize that presentation here right now. If you don't know Jay Papasan, I'd like to tell you about him. He is a best-selling author. He's a dynamic speaker, and he also is a Keller Williams agent and runs a team in Austin, Texas. He's the author with Gary Keller, co-author of The Millionaire Real Estate Investor. So if you're in real estate investing, which is why you're watching this video, you got to read this book, The Millionaire Real Estate Investor. It's a great book, highly recommend it. So, but today we're talking about The One Thing. This is the book by Jay Papasan and his colleague Gary Keller. Jay came to Memphis and gave us an overview of this book, and I'd like to just summarize it right now. I can give you two concepts and then two kind of illustrations. The first concept we want to talk about is just busyness and multitasking, kind of where the world is. And those are myths, and Jay unpacks those myths in this book and really explains why you can't buy into that and why you need to instead focus. So the first concept is a misconception, which is this busyness. What you really need to get to is the second concept of focus. So he articulates it very well in the book about why you need to focus. And he uses an illustration. So let me give you this first illustration he uses. So he takes a 2-inch domino and says if the physics behind this are such that if you line up a 3-inch domino, so it's just 50% bigger. You know, a 2-inch domino, 2 inches plus 1 inch is 3 inch. If you take a 3-inch domino and then you add another 1.5 inches, which is 50%, make it 4.5 inches. And then you take that 4.5 inch and you add another domino, which is 6 3/4 inches. If you line those up, that 2-inch domino will knock over that fourth domino. Well, if you keep doing that exponentially, 50% bigger every time, by the 17th domino, it's as tall as the Eiffel Tower. By the 57th domino, it reaches to the moon. So the concept behind it is if you focus on that 2-inch domino, if you figure out what that domino is in your life and you push it over and line it up properly, you're going to knock over bigger and bigger and bigger dominoes. And that leads to that second illustration that I want to tell you about from this one thing. And it's this question. It's right here. It's what's your one thing? He says, what's the one thing that you can do right now that will make everything else easier or unnecessary in the future? Again, what's that one, to go back to that domino illustration, what's that one 2-inch domino such that by knocking it over, it's going to knock over a 3-inch domino, and then a 4.5-inch domino, then a 6 3/4 inch domino, all the way down till you've knocked dominoes over in your life. Goals, whatever plans you have, whatever you need to do, whether it's your personal life, your spiritual life, your business life, your social life. It's a great book. He talks about all areas of your life and how you can impact your life by focusing on one thing. Again, this is Douglas Skipworth with CrestCore Realty and Property Management. If you'd like to talk more about The One Thing or any of Jay's books, just let us know. We'd be happy to. Thanks. Have a great day.